1/4 of the population have used illegal drugs. There are 750,000 abortions every year. 9 out of 10 have viewed porn on the internet. 1 out of 10 females have been raped. 40% of us have inflicted self-injury. 65% say there is no true religion. With so many questions and so few answers for such a time as this.
Hi, welcome again to Such a Time as This. You know, every month we try to bring you a topic that we think's interesting, that we've all been through at one time or another. And today we're going to jump right in and hit something pretty hard. It's not a topic that most people want to talk about, but we're going to talk about betrayal. I think at one point in time, everybody has felt betrayal. So we'll just see where we go from there. But I've looked up betrayal on the Wikipedia on the internet, and I'm going to read what Wikipedia says about betrayal. I know what I think betrayal is, and so here it is. Betrayal is the breaking or violation of presumptive social contract, trust, or confidence that produces moral and psychological conflict within a relationship among individuals, between organizations, or between individuals and organizations. So you're an individual, you've probably been betrayed. There's probably confidence that has been broken. I know in my life I've been betrayed, and I hope I haven't betrayed others. See, that's another thing. Have I betrayed someone else unknowingly? Because sometimes I think we can embrace trust and confidence within ourselves that we have betrayed others, and we don't even know we're doing that.
That's right.
I mean, for instance, I'm going to tell you, for instance, someone confides in you, and you're in a conversation with somebody, and all of a sudden, you don't intentionally do it, but you might speak something out, and afterwards you think, oh my gosh, should I have said that? You know,
it happens.
So it happens, doesn't it? So that's in everyday life and everything. But all right, girls, we're here again. Jump in.
Yes. Well, you know, Masha, when you were talking about betrayal and you were talking about you can be in a conversation with someone and before you know it, it's up and out. A lot of times when, if I'm dealing with someone that's going through something that maybe somebody have shared with me, I'll find myself not really saying the person's name, but we'll say, you know, this is how I think you ought to handle this because I know a particular person that went through the same thing and this is how they handled it, and it wound up being a blessing for them. So, you know, but like you were saying earlier when you were talking about betrayal, you know, there's, and I wanted to talk about the church, you know, first, and because there has been, you know, you have people that come into church and they'll say, well, you know, God sent me here and I know this is the place that God planted me, and you pour all of this time and all of this energy into them and mentoring them and grooming them and, you know, and really helping them and pulling them really up out of the muck and the mire, I like to say. And they come to you maybe 2 months later and say, oh, my season is up. Yeah, I'm like,
Wait, is that really a betrayal?
well, yeah, because when you came in with the motivation that, you know, this is where God planted me. I know God sent me here. I got this work to do. I got that work to do. And you like, yeah, because, you know, you've been praying and you've been asking God for certain things to happen in the ministry. And so when somebody come in and they tell you that, and then a few weeks or a few months down the road, you like, huh? We ain't even finished what you say God really sent you here for.
Now, see, so, I hear what you're saying, but I don't know whether I would classify that under betrayal. To me, that's moving around. That's in the church world. That's just moving around. But so betrayal to me is when somebody intentionally betrays. I mean,
I know where you come from.
It doesn't always have to be intentional.
No, that's what I'm saying. It could be an unintentional thing.
It could be unintentional. You brought up church.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we talk, and how we feel about a certain someone or a certain situation, and that other person agrees. Okay, you and I are talking, and we have something against Marcia. Okay, and
That's not nice.
okay, Annette.
I'm good for that.
Betrayal is, and then she'll turn around and she'll agree with me, and then she'll turn around and she'll be so sweet to you, and so accommodating to you, and vote or agree the total opposite of what her and I were discussing. Our feelings.
Yes.
That to me, you betrayed me.
Yes.
Emotionally.
Because I pulled
Emotions.
right, because I pulled something out of you that you was holding, and because I thought I could confide in you and you could tell me.
Right.
And then now when Marsha come on the scene, I'm like, oh my goodness, girl.
That's betrayal.
Yeah.
That's
That is a form of betrayal.
That's a betrayal.
Yeah.
And you know, you mentioned the church, and I always go back to the church because most of my betrayals have come from the church, between the church and employment.
Yes.
And that from employment doesn't hurt as bad as that from the church, because usually there's a pattern, there's an order in the church where you say, okay, you're in and you're in a confidential conference, and this come up, and you say, well, what we're going to do about this person's spiritual condition, or you're going to assign a mentor.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know is, well, Annette said it.
Right.
Yes, I did, but you have taken it out of the context of which it was done. And that is so, I think that is so out of order.
The thing that hurts too is that you expect more from church people than you do from the world. No matter what goes on, my feeling is, I expect this from the world. They don't know any better.
And especially leadership.
Especially
That's
leadership.
where it starts.
Yeah.